Good afternoon, happy Tuesday, and welcome to Coffee and a Card. Or more realistically today, it's welcome to Sipping Water and a Card. All right, so, excuse me. We'll get everything loaded here, but welcome to Facebook Live for this week. So it is Tuesday afternoon, and I'm excited to be with you. I've got some happy mail to show you, and then I'll be making two different cards today featuring the autumn leaves products. So let's get rolling. Hi, Patricia. Welcome to everybody who's coming in here today. I've got some happy mail to show you, and then we'll dive into looking at some new products. And I have an itchy nose. Oh my goodness. Okay. First one is from Kim Glover. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. So it says, thank you. And, oh, it's a nice little, see if I can get that to open. It's got that fun flap on the front. That's really cute. And I like how the flap is offset up above on the card. That is really, really pretty. Hi, Tina. Welcome. Hi, Julie. Hi, Julie. I mean, maybe there's a Julie on the video. I said hi to the envelope as I was reading the return address label. This card is from Julie, wishing you the brightest birthday. Clearly my mind is not with it. Wishing you the brightest birthday. And then she's got the little daisy there on the inside. That's really fun, using that boho blue. Okay, next is from Holly Paulson. And, oh, fitting with the theme for today, Hello Fall. With this little kind of book binding card. It says, may the Lord bless you and keep you, from number 624. So very nice fall themed card. And last but not least, we have one from Vesta Streeb, and it says thanks with the fractured card technique, and with her message there on the inside. Very cool. It is so fun to see what you guys are making. I love it. It's what I like to call happy mail because it makes me happy to see what you're making and also to show it off to others. So let's see here. Your comments are not showing up. Hold on just a second. I gotta reload my video. Okay, here we go. Oh, you guys are asking about my craft sale this past weekend. Unfortunately, we didn't have a huge turnout. So I think the weather and the football game caused it to not have a great turnout. So, but that's okay. It was still a fun weekend. So thanks for asking. And yes, I am prepping for a colonoscopy tomorrow. So little side update here before I jump into card making. I have been super sick for 4 months now, and we're trying to figure out what's going on, fun GI stuff. And so I am heading into a colonoscopy tomorrow morning. I've never had one before, but I can already tell you I don't like a clear liquid diet. So that's what I'm doing today. And then tonight I start the prep and all the fun aspects that I've heard about from a colonoscopy. So that's where we're heading, but just hoping to get some answers so that I can start to feel better. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and put my camera down. I got a message from one of you guys that you were praying about my scope and that the procedure would go well. And I was like, I think I'm more concerned about surviving the prep than the procedure itself. So that's where we're at. All right. So I have a whole pile here today. So last night I had a card making class, a fall cards class at my studio. And I have some extra kits. So what I decided I would do, in case any of you would like a fall card kit, I'm going to show you the products I used. I'm going to make 2 of the cards on video today. And yeah, you can just shoot me a message if you'd like one of the kits. But this is Pick of the Patch, and it has a coordinating pumpkin punch. That's too many P's. A pumpkin patch punch. No, this is called the Pick of the Patch Builder Punch. And it's super fun because it has 2 different size pumpkins. You've got your leaf and you've got your stem. And so the card that we made last night features 2 of those pumpkins. And then also using the, let's see, I have it here, the Distressed Tile Embossing Folder from the Autumn Leaves suite, which we'll look at here in just a second. So that was one of the cards. And then the other 2 cards that I'm actually going to make here today are going to feature autumn leaves. And so this is the bundle for autumn leaves. And I also used the Distress Tile Embossing Folder. And I'm also using the Timber 3D embossing folder because having that tree wood grain ties in really well with these products. So what I want to say is I was going to be so excited to tell you that the autumn paper was back in stock, but it is already sold out again. It's coming back. It'll be back again in a few weeks. But what I want to tell you, I still have card kits from the card play retreat, and in that retreat you get a whole pack of the autumn designer series paper. So I have just a few left over, not very many. We're about to sell out. So if you're interested in getting the make and take, you'll get the designer series paper for this suite. You'll get the ribbon combo pack and the oxidized paper and lots of fun goodies in that to make 8 cards. So the link is in the video. Okay, let's make a couple of cards using these products. So we will start with this one. Autumn teaches us that, I can't read it upside down. Autumn teaches us that change can be beautiful. Now, the fun thing about showing cards like this, even if the specific designer series paper that I'm showing you is not available, you can still substitute with products that you have. So that is what's really fun. But I really want to highlight this paper and this suite because we're using it in the Card Play Online Retreat next week. I really want to show you some of the beauty of this paper. Okay, all of my pieces are already cut because this was from a card class last night, but I'm going to give you measurements as I go. So we have our Cajun Craze at 5.5 by 8.5. And then we have our Early Espresso at 4 by 5.25. Now the good news is if you ever miss a measurement that I say, they are on my blog later in the day, along with the replay, so you can always catch measurements and supplies there as well. All right, so we will put that down. And then we'll grab our 2 taller pieces here. And this one is going to be 2 inches by 5 inches of Cajun Craze. And I'm gonna stick that here. And then we'll add a strip of the designer series paper, measuring 1 3/4 by 4 3/4. So, Patricia, great question. You're asking about my blog. My blog is handcraftedblessings.com. So handcraftedblessings.com. Okay, so look at this, you guys. Here's the thing with this paper. I mentioned it recently. The fronts are beautiful. The fall scenery, they're really pretty. But I think the showpiece of this paper is actually the back with the copper foiling that's all through it. It's absolutely stunning. but I'm showing the fall, more fall themed sides right now. So we'll stick that here. And then we'll add our next 2 layers. We're going to have our, you know what? I keep saying Cajun Craze. This is not Cajun Craze. This is copper clay, you guys. I don't know if one of you guys caught that and said it. I might have seen it in your comments. I apologize. This is not Cajun Craze. This is copper clay. I just keep saying the wrong color. So copper clay, and the copper clay is 2 3/4 by 3.5 with a piece of designer series paper at 2.5 by 3.25. And this one has the books on the back. So we'll tape these 2 together. Yes, Kathy says even a small strip of this paper is outstanding. Absolutely. This is actually this 6x6 piece. I don't know if I have any left. I've been rationing because I am almost out of this paper, and I don't think I have a full piece of this left. I don't. But this piece of paper is, it's like a scene of walking through nature. So if you can imagine, this piece would have been part of it. So you can kind of see how we're building the whole scene. But it's really beautiful. Okay, so we're going to take those 2 and we're going to add our copper ribbon. So we'll just add a piece. So this copper ribbon is the copper and natural ribbon combo. So you have, actually let me grab one that has an open natural ribbon. So this is the natural ribbon. You can stamp on it, which is fun. It's super soft, and yeah, it's a wide ribbon, but it's a really beautiful ribbon. So you do get a whole pack of this in your card play retreat kit, so I got you covered. All right, so we will put this here. Jean thought it was the lighting making the cardstock look different. No, it's just my inability to say the right color. All right, I'm going to dimensionalize this. And because this ribbon is kind of, I'm going to go with slinky as the word. Is that a thing? I mean, I know that's a toy, but it's kind of a shimmery, soft ribbon, and it likes to escape the adhesive. So because of that, I am adding a dimensional on top of the ends of the ribbon so that I can help hold it on, because I don't want that ribbon coming off once I have attached this piece as well. Yes, somebody's asking if we get the ribbon. Yes, Kathy, you do get the ribbon. All right, you get the ribbon, the designer series paper, the oxidized paper, the cardstock that you need. Okay, so I've got that. So we're going to move this aside. Actually, before we move that aside, let's just go ahead and tape the inside. So this very vanilla piece is 3 3/4 by 5. I'm not stamping anything on it, so I can go ahead and just insert it here. Kathy, to get the kit, you can click the link in this video. So it's on my website. It's also handcraftedblessings.com/cardplay. But you can just click the link up in the video and it'll take you right to the page to register for the kit. The kits are going out in a couple of days, so just waiting on the autumn paper to arrive. And I need my stamp set. So the autumn paper just came back in stock yesterday, so I was able to order what we needed for the retreat. And so now I'm just waiting for it to arrive, and then I'll mail you guys kits. Because the online retreat is next week. I can't believe it. Time is just flying. Right before this video, I made the schedule for all of the videos. So there's 4 videos on Friday night and 9 videos on Saturday. So it's just a party weekend. And if you miss a video or you can't be there when it's live, you get replays, PDF tutorials, you get access to everything forever. So even if you can't be there with us live. All right, so I got that. So now I'm going to, I need a new sheet of dimensionals. Let's see here. There we go. So we'll just add those here. There we go. All right, we'll stick that here in the middle. And then I am going to pair this with the embellishments that have run away. Where'd they go? Here they are. Imagine that. I put them back in the case where they go, you guys. I put the embellishments away. That's where they went. So I am using the brushed metallic adhesive back dots. And I'm going to put one up here. And then I'll put a couple down here. There we go. So Autumn teaches us that change can be beautiful. And Autumn teaches us that this paper is beautiful, you guys. I'm so in love with it. I can't wait to show you the 8 different cards we're doing for card play with this paper. Okay, so one more card today. And that is this one. So I want to give you lots of ideas. Because you get an entire pack of this DSP with card play, you are going to have a lot left over when we're done showing you how to make 8 cards. So now you're going to have even more ideas that you can use with your products. Okay, so for this card, we are once again using Early Espresso, measuring 4 by 5 1/4. And this one I have embossed with that distressed tile embossing folder. So you can see where it kind of looks like parts of the design are missing, so to speak, but it's just because it's a distressed look for the card. Now, I did have somebody at card class last night saying they didn't like the distressed look because they wanted the pattern to be, you know, pretty and all over the place. And so I think the best way, if you are not a fan of that type of a look, is just plan your pieces, so whatever you're adding on top of it, to cover up those areas that you don't like. So for example, this paper is also distressed and has some quote-unquote missing parts. So like right here, you can see where it has that distressed look. I think you can see it. Well, if you don't like that section, you can cover it up with your tags, with your other pieces on your card, and so you can hide that element. Okay, and we are going to add a piece of the wood grain paper. So this has the Moody Mauve there on the back. And this measures 2 by 5. 2 inches by 5 inches. This paper and this design would make for a really great masculine birthday card too. I have taken the handmade, let's see, make sure I say this right. The handmade tag punch, and I have punched out a piece of the designer series paper that is covered in fall leaves, so kind of various shades of brown, and I've just punched out a piece of that. And we'll add that here in the middle. And then in the Autumn Dies, let me say the name right, Autumn Leaves, there's actually a couple of different tags here that are stitched. And so I'm going to use the longer one. And my Early Espresso ink. And this time I'm going to stamp it with I'm Grateful. But like I said, this would be a super easy layout to switch up and stamp Happy Birthday here and have a masculine birthday card as well. Okay, so we're going to take our dimensionals. And then we're going to need that copper ribbon again. So here we go. And I'll grab my copper ribbon and I am going to tie a bow here. Now, if you already have all these products and so you don't want to get the make and take from CardPlay, you can also just purchase the online access pass. Because then you'll have access not only to our fall cards, but we have 10 bundles that we're featuring in this retreat. So you're going to get a ton of ideas, not just for fall, but for other bundles as well. So just want to make sure I say that, because I know some people might think, well, I don't need fall cards, or but even this one, I'll tell you, you could substitute this with other things and all of a sudden it's not a fall card. So you could take some of the bright and beautiful birthday paper. You could do some of the new modern garden paper, you know, anything really, and just substitute the pieces and all of a sudden it's not a fall card, but it's still a great layout that you've learned for your crafting. All right, so we'll put a couple of glue dots here. And there we go. We've got our I'm Thankful card. So just a couple of cards showing off that gorgeous fall paper that we're using in CardPlay. And that you can also, like I said, layouts that you can use to inspire your own crafting. So my goal here with these Coffee and a Card is always just to inspire you to get crafting. So take a look at that. And I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything else. Let me see if I think I got everything. Okay, I was just looking at your questions. So thank you guys so much for tuning in for Coffee and a Card today. And don't forget to encourage one another and build each other up. I'll see you soon.